Hello, this video is a tutorial on how to install from scratch the OpenInBrowser plugin for Sublime Text 2 and 3, which when you save a file opens up an associated URL in your default web browser. It's a really simple and straightforward plugin. Pretty much the way it works is you have an array of objects where the key is the regular expression to test against. So the file that you save will be checked to see if it matches this particular pattern here, and if there is a match, it will open up this associated URL. And if it doesn't find a match here, it'll move on to the next one, and then to the next one, and you get the idea. It's really powerful because you can just do simple pattern matches like you see here. You can also do stuff like this where it will actually use the groups in the regular expression and use that as part of the URL you want to open. So really powerful, really nice when it comes to front-end development. So if you're working on a web page and you're constantly changing CSS or changing content in the HTML, you can save that file and it'll open up whatever URL you specify. And it's not limited to just raw HTML and CSS pages. It can be web pages that are dynamically generated from PHP, Python, etc. So with that said, we'll go through how to install the plugin. Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is install OpenInBrowser from package control, and all you need to do is type in OpenInBrowser, hit enter, and we see it installed successfully. And we can verify that by going to our preferences, package settings, and then OpenInBrowser, and there we have it. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to go to this URL here and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to want to install a duplicate tab plugin for your browser. I use Chrome by default, and I wrote a simple Chrome extension. You can search for it. It's also called OpenInBrowser. So what that will do is, if you're working on a certain file and it opens up the same URL over and over again, this plugin will close the duplicate tab, if any, and it will also refresh the particular URL, so you'll always get the latest version of that web page. So if you go over here and click on this link, it'll bring you to the Chrome store, Chrome web store, whatever they call it, and you can go ahead and install that. Click add, and now we're ready to start using OpenInBrowser for Sublime Text in all of its fullness. Alright, now that we have OpenInBrowser installed in Sublime Text, and we also installed the Chrome plugin, we are ready to get started. So I'll go ahead and paste in here some settings here. So what these do is, if I save a file that matches this pattern here, it will open up this particular URL. So I just set up a dummy website locally to open up this demo web page. I also have this rule here. If anytime I save my style sheet, it'll open up this URL. And then I also have something here. It's a little more advanced. Really powerful what you can do. So I have a couple files here, about and contact.html. So anytime I open up any of those files, it'll actually open up the demo URL, and then it will actually use either about or contact here, and we'll also include the extension here. So very powerful. You obviously can see all the type of things you can do with this plugin. So let's go here. I'm in index.php, index page, hello. If I save that, it opens up the associated URL. So if I go ahead and say do this, it refreshed the page. I don't know if you noticed it, but it closed the duplicate tab there for you, so you don't get tons of tabs with the same URL in them. Now let me go here. I'm in my About page. Let's save that. There it is. Notice it keeps the index.html page open because they're different. So you're not limited to just refreshing one particular tab. You don't have to designate one particular tab to refresh anytime you save. It's dynamic. It's all based upon your configuration settings. We're going to go to Contacts, same story. And then we'll go ahead and go to our style sheet here. And we're going to change the background color to all black. And we'll change the color of the text on the page to white. There you have it. And we'll change it back. There you go. Real simple, real straightforward. And if you have a file in there that doesn't match the pattern, any patterns, it won't do anything. Not notice it's not opening up any URL. It's all based upon what you specify here. And that's pretty much the gist of the whole plugin. It's real simple, real straightforward. I hope you like it. I hope you find it useful in your development of your web applications and web pages. And be sure to also check out the other plugin that I wrote for Sublime Text 2 and 3 called PHP CodeGen, which allows you to generate object-oriented code from a simple shorthand syntax similar to command line syntax. So just a few lines of code here will generate properly documented method stubs, constants and properties, etc. So be sure to check out PHP CodeGen as well. Alright, take care.